At the University of Arizona Animal Sciences Department, researchers are studying how heat affects dairy and beef cattle, and they're trying to find solutions for beef cattle producers. Cattleman to Cattleman reporter Jim Witt has more.
We are the land-grant university in the state of Arizona, and like all good land-grant universities, we combine research and extension and instruction. And our programs are designed to integrate those so that the discoveries that are made in the laboratories and in the field then translate to our students, but also through our extension people out to the community in the state of Arizona.
Sure. Well, this is a world-class facility, meaning that we have I think we're the only facility that has the capability of mimicking temperature, humidity, and solar radiation. So that really gives us an advantage in studying the environment and how it affects ruminants, dairy cattle and beef cattle.
Dr. Bumgard is able to control the environment in this facility and monitor its impact on cattle.
We bring animals in and we heat stress them and we see how it affects their physiology and metabolism. And we try to come up with solutions then to prevent this negative effects of heat stress.
Heat stress is a tremendous problem for producers, not just here in Arizona, but across many warm weather states.
We bring these cows in because heat stress is a huge factor in how it affects production in American dairy cows. It costs us about $1.5 billion a year. Certainly heat stress costs the beef industry, and I think estimates are right around $300 to $400 million a year. So it's not trivial. We need to develop strategies, dietary management, and maybe even pharmaceutical to help prevent the negative effects of heat stress.
While the focus so far has been primarily on dairy, the University of Arizona is also looking into beef cattle production.
We've done 3 or 4 experiments with Dr. Duff and I on heat stress and how it affects steers. We have 300-pounders and about 1,000-pounders, and no doubt about it, heat stress negatively impacts growth, as any rancher and feedlot guy would tell you. The issues with feedlot and especially cow-calf guys is that the management issues are opportunities to eliminate heat stress is not as available as it is in dairy cow, because oftentimes they're out in pasture or in the feedlot where they typically just get shade.
The limited methods of managing heat stress on beef cattle make the development of other techniques all the more necessary.
Here at the University of Arizona, we're really making a lot of new discoveries, novel discoveries on how heat stress affects ruminant production, both dairy and beef. So, I think we're close to coming up with recommendations on diet and pharmaceutical recommendations to help the industry.
One challenge for the university is getting more students involved in agriculture.
Well, like many animal science departments around the country, the number of farm and ranch kids that come into our programs has declined simply because the number of farm and ranch families has declined.
We have approximately about 200 students, and they are concentrating in equine, beef, and dairy. It's about 75% females, but once they get into our program, I think they can see there's a lot of opportunities in the beef and dairy industry, and they get excited, and we do a pretty good job of placing them as well.
6 or 8 years ago, we instituted an equine science program, and for many young people with an interest in animals, that was their entree into animal agriculture. And so we've had some equine science students come in here, then they get experience with other livestock species, and they learn that there are other careers, particularly with food-producing animals, dairy and meat animals, and that spins them off into a career track that they might not have anticipated.
The University of Arizona is a land-grant university that shares its results with ranchers in its community to help improve cattle production practices. The land-grant schools in each state have helpful extension programs. For more information, visit cattlemantocattleman.org.